Welcome to the final round of the North of Ireland Women's Amateur Open Championship from Lough. Um, we're live here as the players make the turn in the final round. It's actually getting quite tight here at the top of the standings. Um, Jade Potter has actually joined Aliyah Irwin at the top on level par. Um, Jade just bogeyed the ninth hole there, and they're just after teeing off there on the 10th in Lough. Um, we have Queeve Breen Allen out on the course, and he's going to take you through the back nine. It's really shaping up to be an exciting one. Clan the Boys' Molly O'Hara is just one shot further in arrears. She had a great morning. She's 4 under for her first 11 holes. She actually birdied the first 3 holes there. Jess Ross ahead of her European Amateur Team Championship exploits in Slieve Russell. She's having a great first final round as well, and she's just one shot further in arrears. So it's shaping up quite nicely out on course. I might throw you over to Queeve Green Allen there just to get his thoughts on what lies ahead for the players.
Yeah, thanks very much, Dara, and welcome everyone to the final round of the North of Ireland Women's Amateur Open Championship here at Lough. We are following the leading group here of Jade Potter and Aliyah Irwin. As Dara was telling you there, Jade Potter is back to level par. She's alongside Aliyah there at level par. A bogey for Jade, bringing her back there. Of course, it's all changed, as well as Dara said. Aliyah Irwin had been leading overnight on 6 under par. She had a bit of a nightmare start, a double bogey on the second and the third, and then bogeys on the 6th and the 8th. So she needs something to start turning right for her here on this back nine. But she's hit a decent shot here on the 10th. Beautiful 10th hole. This is a bit of a risk and reward type of hole. But all the players seem to be today just going out with the iron, putting it down the middle of the fairway, and then playing into the green. Jade Potter is had a bit of a fight back again this morning. Obviously, birdies on the 5th and the 6th to put her back into it. But as we said there, 2 bogeys, 8 and back to level par. But it is a tight affair. They're just going up to their balls here in the fairway. This flag today on the 10th. It's 17 on and 8 in from the right. So it's just in on the right hand side. But it's, for most of these players today, it's just been put it on the middle of the fairway, get your par and walk away, because anything long, left or right, is going into the lake. It is Aliyah to go first. Just out with a little short wedge. She has a little, about 100 yards in. It sends it on its way. And as I called it, middle of the green. Nice and safe, no problem at all. Jade is up next. Plenty of the Scottish team are here in Lough this week. All getting ready for Slieve Russell, of course. European Amateur Team Championships coming up. Nice bit of preparation for them here today in Lough. Aliyah is a little bit shorter. She has about 70 yards in to the middle of the green. Just taking her time over it. Send it on its way. That's safe as well, just middle of the green. Just she's not overly happy with it. She would have liked it a bit close to the flag, but no problem. 2 putt par will keep this going here. It's a beautiful day here in Lough. The dark clouds are out, but the rain is staying away. We're not too bad. The sunshine is creeping through in bits and pieces. We're of course going to be bringing you this back nine coverage here to see who will be crowned the inaugural North of Ireland Women's Amateur Open Champion at Lough. We're just going to follow them down here to the green. Dara, we might take a quick break just before the players make their way down for their putts.
Yeah, thanks, Queeve.
Yeah, thanks very much. We're very welcome back to the North of Ireland Women's Amateur Open Championship. Players Aaliyah Irwin and Jade Potter just their balls here on the 10th green. It's Aaliyah to go first. She's going to have a little long putt back over towards the hole. A 25, 30 foot putt for birdie. See, can she get herself back to one under, try and turn this around. She said it's a bit of a struggle here on this front nine, but decent. It's rolling, it's on its way, it's on a good line, and it's just slipped by on the right hand side of the hole. She gave it a good putt. It's just slipped past, and she's going to have about a foot left for her par. Jade Potter to go next. She's a little bit closer in, about 20 feet maybe for her birdie putt, but it's going to slope from left to right. This one, it's got a bit more of a slope on it than Aaliyah's would have had. And it is a bit about pace as well, because it just drops in towards the lake. So let's just be careful with the pace of this too. She wants to get back that bogey on the 9th, because she's bogeys on the 8th and the 9th. So wants to stop the rot here too. She's just having one last look at the hole before she sends it on its way. It started left of the hole. It's coming back to the right, and it's turned just to the right again. Didn't give it enough out to the left-hand side. It's just missed on the low side, but she will probably just tap that in for her par as well and keep the two of them at level par. It's tight here between both of these players here. England versus Scotland in this final group here in Lough, Erne. Just tell you about some of the rest of the goings on here in the groups ahead. Molly O'Hara, Hannah McNamara and Olivia Costello all in one over. So just three of those, all just one shot behind. So this could be a grandstand finish here in Lough Erne. It didn't look like that yesterday when we saw that Aaliyah Irwin was 6 under par going into this final round. But how things can change in golf pretty quickly. Aaliyah now just to tidy up for par here on the 10th. Yeah, and in nice and easy par here on the 10th for Aaliyah Irwin. She stays at level par. Jade Potter now as well, just to tidy up here too, to keep her at level par as well. It's a fabulous hole, this 10th hole. It's one of the featured holes here at Lough Erne on the Faldo course. Yeah, taps in nice and easy. That is 2 pars. On the 10th, Jade Potter stays at level par. Aaliyah Irwin stays at level par. As I said, the pack is closing in around them. Molly O'Hara of Clandeboy is 1 over through 11. And Hanley McNamara of Wildport Rush also 1 over. And Olivia Costello 1 over as well. Jessica Ross 2 over through 10, just in the group in front of these final pairings. We're going to take maybe another quick break, and we'll head and get the tee shots.
Dawson quickly levelled things and held a 4-up lead through 10 holes in RD Golf Club, but her opponent was resolute and Hamilton responded with a ferocious late flurry. Holly Hamilton won holes 11, 14, 15 and 17 to send the match to its thrilling conclusion down the final hole. However, the 22-year-old, who is representing the Irish women at home internationals in Woodhall Spa next week, showed a gritty determination to seal the title on the 18th green.
It got very close there at one stage. Holly birdied 14, 15, 16, 17. It was crazy golf. She definitely did play her best golf. I was just trying to continue playing the golf I was playing all week. Just fairway green, 2-putt, and if it drops, it's a bonus. But I was delighted to get it over the line. It feels great, especially with Dad on the bag. It's great to share it together. Poor Mom couldn't make it up today, and my brothers, but I'm sure they were watching it live on the stream. He's there every time. He missed one tournament when he got a new hip. He's there for me the whole time, which is great. He's always supporting as well as Mom, so it's great. My heart was pounding, but it was fine. I got it over the line, so can't complain. Yeah, this is definitely the icing on the cake. It's nice to top off the summer with the home schedule in Ireland, but I'm looking forward to home internationals next week. I've great confidence going into match play after this week, so I'm really looking forward to it.
There was also...
Thanks very much, Dara. We're on the 11th here with our leading pair, and they're on the 11th is Standing Stone, the name of this hole. 335 yards roundabout of the tees that we're playing off here today. And Aaliyah was first to tee off, Aaliyah Irwin. Sending her just down the right, nice and safe down the right hand side with the driver. Next up it's Jade Potter, she's out with an iron. She can hit this ball a long way, and she's gone down that right hand side as well, nice and safe. Not a problem here on the 11th. 2 balls safely down there, but she's not too happy with it, Jade. She's a little bit disappointed with herself, maybe. As we said, two bogeys coming for her in the 8th and 9th. She was on a bit of a run. She was 2 under previous to that, and had a 1-shot lead, but it's coming back to her. The field is coming back to her. Level par, Jade Potter, level par, Aaliyah Irwin, Molly O'Hara, Hanley McNamara, and Olivia Costello, all just 1 shot further back.
I think Queeve is cutting out there slightly, so we'll just take it back to the scoring here, as he was saying. Very tight at the top still, so we've Jade and Aaliyah on level par together there. It's kind of been a feature of the year here, where we've such a great spread of scorers at the top, and there's been a great spread of winners throughout the year as well. We'd Anna Abom winning the inaugural South of Ireland in the Hinch, a very emotional weekend. I'm sure we'll all remember that for a long time to come. Ella Cantwell winning the West in such impressive fashion as well, of course, in Castledargan. And then Kate Dillon doing the business in Woodbrook. And then just looking at some of the names at the top of the leaderboard there today, it looks like it's going to be a really exciting finish down the back 9. Olivia Costello, the Flogas Irish Girls Amateur Open champion. She's getting right into contention now, just 1 over 2 shots, or just 1 shot off the lead now, in fact. And she's obviously prepping for the Steve Russell in a couple of weeks' time, so or next week even at this point. It's getting really close there at the top. I might throw it back to Queeve. Queeve, you back there now?
Yeah, thanks very much, Terry. Just getting up to the balls here on the fairway. And I'm just debating over who's going to go first here. But it looks like it is Jade Potter is going to go first. She's got just under, about 170 yards in to this green. It's all downhill, so it's playing about 160. Probably all downhill here. Down onto the green, which she's just having a look here now. Green, the flag is 11 on and 7 in, so seen on the right hand side, she sent that out to the right. It's just drawn back in slightly. Just have a look to see. Right back into the fairway to see where that's gone. And There's a lot of hills here as I try and make my way around to see where this ball has gone. Perfect, just on the front of the green. They're trying to make a birdie. Leah Irwin obviously was out with the driver. She's a long ways down here. This fairway that just slopes all the way down. It's a blind tee shot really coming down over where that standing stone is. That's hence why it's hole is called the standing stone. But Leah is going to be next to hit. She's only got, as I get that GPS out, she's got about 125 yards to the middle of the green, 100 yards to the front. So just a flick of a wedge here should be enough to try and get it on. As I said, it's 7 in from the right, just 11 on from the front. So it's right in the front of the green. There's a bit of a slope to the front of it and a slope to the back. So it's all about finding the right position for this ball here. Leah just about to hit. Sends it on its way. It's looking a little bit long. Yeah, maybe a little bit longer and a little bit more left than she would have wanted, but she'll have an uphill putt for her birdie. Jade Potter's in a pretty good position there, just on the front of the green. She'll have an uphill putt as well. The flag just kind of sitting on the top, on the crest of that hill, where it kind of drops off. There's plenty of undulations on this green. As we make our way down, we're just Leah there with her caddy, just having a little bit of a discussion over the previous shot and what they're going to do with the next putt. It's moving pretty fast here today. Of course, all the groups are out in 2 balls today. It was 24 players made the cut into this final round here at Lough. Now it remains really tight. As we said yesterday, Leah Irwin was 6 under par. Back-to-back rounds of 69, had her with a 6-shot lead overnight. Things started to go wrong early. Double bogeys on the 2nd and on the 3rd. And then bogeys on the 6th and the 8th. Brought her back to the pack. Jade Potter is level par today. 2 birdies on the 5th and 6th. And then bogeys on the 8th and 9th have her back level par. She's not been happy with herself the last couple of holes, but she's put herself in a decent enough position to try and make a birdie to take the lead. Just make our way down to the green here and have a look. Leah's probably going to be going first here. It's just, when you get down to the green, they're kind of on the flat part of that hill. Looks like everything is going to want to break. So he wants to break right to left slightly. They're walking around each side of the hole just to make sure they've got the read on it. So it's going to be a big moment in this now. 2 chances at birdie here for the leading group. It's actually Jade that's going to go first. Or it's just slightly uphill putt. Jade's breaking probably right to left. And again, a similar putt to the length of the putt she had on the 10th. So about 20 feet, 15, 20 feet for birdie. Get that. Sends it on its way. It's coming back towards the hole. It's just missed on the low side again. Just missing on the low side. It broke from right to left, but just missed on the left-hand side. But again, it should be a relatively easy tidy up for par. Now Leah, what she wouldn't give for a birdie, to just try and set things right. Get her head back in the game. At leveling, if she can get a birdie here and go back into the lead. And she fought really well for yesterday. Unbelievable golf yesterday. 2 back-to-back 69s, as we said. Bogey free in the 2nd round. Should just have another quick look at this. It's just gonna go downhill slightly first. And then back up to the hole. Sends it on its way. It's turning back towards it. And it drops in. And a little fist pump from Leah Irwin. That could be the moment she needs. to turn it back around. She's back to 1 par. Fantastic. Watch. Back to 1 under, Jade Potter. Sorry, Aaliyah Irwin. 1 under, she goes into the lead. Here's the North of Ireland Women's Amateur Open Championship.
That's really impressive, Queeve.
Jade Potter just tidies up for par.
That's really impressive, Queeve, considering the difficult front 9 she had to bounce back like that and take the lead again.
Yeah, because when we saw her off the first tee, she seemed very nervous. We watched her teeing off in the first. She just knocked one down, and everyone kind of said, "Yeah, that's nervous." I mean, she's young, but sometimes those nerves are to be expected. But then, yeah, as we said, like the back-to-back double bogeys could really throw you. Doesn't matter what level of a golfer you are. But she's trying to get this back right, and she's getting it back right early in this back 9. A birdie here on the 11th. A par for Jade Potter. So as it stands, Aaliyah Irwin is a 1-shot lead heading to the 12th hole here at Lough Erne. Just looking around the rest of the course, Molly O'Hara is 1 over through 11, and Lee McNamara is well 1 over, as is Olivia Costello. The next 10 is Abercrombie Nisbet, also on the Scottish team, 3 over. Ellen O'Shaughnessy 3 over as well. We're going to make our way to the 12th, a short little walk to the 12th. We might take a little bit of a break, and then we'll bring you some of these tee shots in just a couple.
Thanks, Queeve. Yeah, as Queeve put it well there. So Aaliyah Irwin, absolutely brilliant. Such a tough front 9 for her, but she's really bounced back, and that birdie on the 11th has kind of put her in the ascendancy once again in the North of Ireland Women's Amateur Open Championship at Lough Erne. It's such a test, this back 9 here, lots of water in play. You come to that kind of grandstand finish with the par 3 on 18 as well. But yeah, it's all shaping up to be a really exciting finish here in Lough Erne, and we'll be back with Queeve in a couple of minutes' time.
Well, this is year 5 of the Women in Sports Scramble. It's actually kind of hard to believe that we've come this far. When you start out with an idea and you just want to bring a couple of women together, and then you end up with so many amazing people who year on year are almost begging to come. I don't think any of us could have dreamed that it was going to become this big.
No, it's great. It's really cool to meet loads of people in different sports, and I'd love to be. I think the competitive side is already coming out in me, where I know I'm not great. So competitive side is coming out of not being. I don't like being bad at things.
It's just brilliant. You know, you've come, you know, even just a couple of hours before we've come out on the course, and just the, you know, everyone who you just get to talk to amongst sports. It's lots of introductions, being like, we've never met, but I know who you are, and now it's lovely to actually meet them in person. And you know, it's been a long time coming, so it's brilliant now that we can finally do it.
I think days like this are so important because we very rarely get to bring all of the women in sport community together, and we wouldn't be able to do it without Golf Ireland, without AIG's support, and without brilliant places like the K Club. Like, for so many people, they've never played the K Club, and even being able to bring them to somewhere like this has been really, really incredible.
It's been a wonderful opportunity hearing everybody all around the course. They're all having great fun, and that's what it's all about. And it's representatives, as we know, from every aspect of sport, from the media, from different athletes, from sports business, from everywhere, and they're all contributing here today. And it's great to see them, and it's a great opportunity for Golf Ireland to be able to showcase this today and bring everybody together.
It's such a laugh. It's lovely to meet other women in sport, and we're getting a really great day in terms of the weather. What more can you want with the sun shining? And me, myself, I'm trying to get into golf, so it's a really nice opportunity to do that.
Yeah, so we're back live here in Lough Erne. As Queeve said a couple of minutes ago, Ali Irwin, great put there on the 11th green to retake the lead at 1 under. She had a tricky start to her front nine, a couple of early double bogeys, and a bogey on 8 as well. But she has settled herself since, and great resilience to kind of bounce back with that birdie. She's just ahead of Jade Potter, and then we've Molly O'Hara, Hannah Lee McNamara, and Olivia Costello. They're all on 1 over par. They're kind of the quintet who are all in with a big shot here, going down the back nine. The two leaders have just teed off on the 318-yard par 4, and we'll throw it over to Queeve here just to see where their tee shots have ended up.
Yeah, thanks, Dara. Yeah, a little bit longer probably. They're playing off some of the different tees today. It's about 360 yards. It's further back than the usual women's tees here just for this championship. So about 360 yards they were off the tee on this par 4. You said the 12th to Kylecock. Someone better Irish now will tell me I'm wrong with that one, but the name of this hole. So again, Jade Potter was out with the iron. So she's going to be the first to hit. She has about, leaving herself about 215 into the green. It's playing uphill, so it's playing about 230. So, but she's out with the long iron again. Just maybe going to send this down the right hand side, try and draw it back in. Very little wind here today to contend with. It sends it on its way. It's just holding off to the right hand side. She's not happy with it. Not happy with that one. Leah Irwin is going to be next. If you're going for the flag, they do come into play here. They're just where the flag is. It's just to the right hand side of the bunker, close to the green. Leah Irwin again was out with the driver, so she has about 170 yards in again. But again, playing that little bit longer. Wind is just picking up into her faces slightly. She's just about to send this on its way. She's caught that nice. That's coming back, is drawn back in towards the flag. That is a beautiful shot. She's back. That birdie might have just spurred her back into life because she's hit an absolute cracker of a shot from, as I said, 170 yards. It's playing a bit longer, as I said. It's playing about 10 yards longer. Into this wind and just back into the beautiful stand.
I think Queeve is just cutting out there slightly, so I'll just update you here again now. It looks like Aaliyah has bounced back there, and confidence is flowing, and we all know once you get into that flow in golf, it's great. So she's 1 under par, just ahead of Jade Potter at the moment. Molly O'Hara made her run early in the round, 3 birdies in the first 3 holes. Another birdie on the 10th, and she's still well in at a 1 over as well. And then we've Hannah Lee McNamara and the Flowgas Irish Girls Amateur Open champion Olivia Costello ahead of her trip to Slieve Russell for the European women's amateur teams. So it's shaping up nicely at the top. I'll just see if it's Queeve back there now.
Yeah, it's just a little bit spotty here in places. Sorry if we dropped there for a quick second. Just a lot of trees and things here blocking out the coverage. Jade Potter, she's actually short of the green with her second shot, so she's going to have to chip up to to try and get up and down for par here. It's just about 20 yards short of the green, but she's chipped it on. And it's not dead for par. It's going to be about a 10-foot putt for her par, so the momentum is starting to shift a little bit here in Lough Erne. Jade Potter was 2 under at one stage. She did hold the lead briefly. With bogeys coming on the 8th and the 9th, sent her back to level par. Leah Orban then, of course, making that fantastic birdie on the 11th, has put her back in the lead on 1 under. Now the rest of the scores, some of these groups in front are probably, if you're looking at the leaderboard, it says through 11 at the moment. There are a few more groups ahead, so we'll hopefully get the latest scores into you as soon as we can. But as it stands, from what we have, Molly O'Hara is 1 over through 12. Hannah-Lee McNamara is 1 over, and Olivia Costello 1 over as well. So it's still tight here, but at the moment, Leah Irwin holds a 1-shot lead, and she has another birdie putt here coming on the 12th. A decent chance to try and go back-to-back board and get herself really back into the what should be against me, but you never know. Yeah, apologies. Obviously on this 12th hole, the coverage is not amazing. I'll just stand still, don't move around, and then we'll keep what I have. Leah Harwin just hit her putt there. As I said, just cozied it up to the hole. About leave herself just a couple of inches just to tap in and make her par. Keep herself at 1 under. And this is again another big putt here for Jade Potter. This is for par. And she's left herself. I was being a bit harsh when I said 10 feet. It's probably about 6 foot for a par. Just to try and keep herself within 1 of Aaliyah Irwin here. She wasn't too happy with any of her shots in this hole particularly. But she has this just to try and clean up, move on to the 13th, keep herself within 1 of Aaliyah. Let's just have another quick look at this. Everything is going to break. As she's looking at it, it's going to break from left to right. She's going to just have about a 6 foot putt just to try and tidy up for a par. Sends it on its way. That's missed. It's missed again. That's 3 she's missed on that low side, the last 3 holes. So another bogey for Jade Potter. That ball will not be staying in play for the rest of the round. Thrown away in anger. So she goes to 1 over as it stands. Aaliyah Irwin has a 2-shot lead. She's just going to tidy this up for her par here. Yeah, nice and easy. Just tidies it up for her par. Stays at 1 under. She now has a 2-shot lead heading to the 13th. And all of a sudden, she's got a little bit of breathing room here at Lough Erne.
Yeah, Queeve, just
she didn't have a couple of
significant moves in behind there. Abercrombie Nisbet, she's birdied the par 3 15th now, so she's 4 under for her round, and she's +2. Molly O'Hara and Hannah-Lee McNamara drop shots, so it's it looks like Aaliyah Irwin with that couple of shots lead, and then Jade Potter and Olivia Costello on +1 with Abercrombie Nisbet back on +2.
It's the 13th is our next, par 3. Ederloch is the name of this next hole. Just follow them down to the 13th to garage on it, yeah, shortly. Yeah, you're very welcome back to the North of Ireland Women's Amateur Open Championship here at Lough, of course, being played here on the Faldo course. We're here with our leading pair. Leah Irwin is leading the way on 1 under par. She's just about to tee off here on the 13th, par 3 up the hill. It is playing about 190 up the hill. And she's that is just faded. Wrong.
Ironically, Queeve said faded there as he faded out. Yeah, just the coverage is a bit spotty there on the back nine, so we'll get back to Queeve there in a minute. As he said, Aaliyah Irwin has a bit of a gap there now. She's 1 under, and we've Jade Potter then, her playing partner, on 1 over, alongside Olivia Costello, with Abercrombie Nesbitt on 2 over, alongside Molly O'Hara and Hannah Lee McNamara. It's all to play for here with the leaders just teeing it up on the par 3 13th. I think we said it's playing about 190 yards there today. Yeah, there's a lot of water here in the back nine. Nerves are bound to be coming into play, and it's going to be really interesting to see who can hold their nerve coming down the last few holes, especially with that exciting par 3 on the last. Yeah, we might throw it back out to Queeve there now to see how they're getting on. Yeah, we're back live here at Lough Erne for the North of Ireland Women's Amateur Open Championship, with the leaders out on the par 3 13th at the moment, and Queeve is just heading up to the green there to join them. So that's Aaliyah Irwin, who's on 1 under par, and then we've Jade Potter, who's just +1. She's had a couple of bogeys in a row, so it'll be interesting to see how she responds to that. So I might throw it back to Queeve there. Queeve?
Yeah, thanks, Tara. Oh, just to join me, you timed it well. Jade Potter, you were talking about there, she was short of the green here in this par 3 13th, but a mighty chip and just leads to about a foot just for a tap in for par. Just got the ball spinning low, a couple of hops and stopped dead. So she'll have a reasonably easy enough putt for her par, but pars are not what she wants at this stage. Aaliyah, she did go left hand side of the green, but she was okay. She was over the bunker on the left hand side. But again, another long putt, so she will just look to more than likely cozy this up the hole if she can. Take another par and keep that 2-shot lead intact. Just going to send it on its way. It's going left to right. That's little bit. Oh, like she kissed the edge of the hole. It looked like it was going to be a bit too quick. It just kissed the edge of the hole and just went past on her left-hand side. But again, she'll just mark it, but it should be just a bit of a tidy up for her par. And it's going to be Leah just to set herself back up again. Apologies again for that drop in coverage. There's a couple of spots here in the course just down where it's a little bit lower. That coverage is not our friend today, but Leah just setting herself up here. Just to try and tidy up this for par. And just try and keep her back nine. Keep her back nine flowing here. We should have birdie on the 11th. Par on the 12th. And another par here on the 13th. Keeps herself at 1 under, 2 shots in front of Jade Potter and her Scottish teammate Abercrombie Nisbet, who was also 1 over through 16 holes. She's an unbelievable round put together today. 5 under so far through 16. If she can post a score, get into the clubhouse, you never know what might happen over the rest of this afternoon. She could put herself right in the mix. Jade Potter as well just tidies up for par on the 13th. We're going to head to the 14th, but just before we do, we'll just give you an update on some of the other scoring as well. Of course, we said Aaliyah Irwin 1 under through 13. Abercrombie Nisbet and Jade Potter both 1 over. Abercrombie Nisbet is through 16 holes. Jade Potter through 13. We've got Molly O'Hara on 2 over through 15. And Hannah-Lee McNamara 2 over through 13. And Olivia Costello as well 2 over through 12. So this is far from over yet. But as it stands, Aaliyah Irwin a 2-shot lead heading to the 14th hole. This actually from this 13th hole is a beautiful view of the lake and across a lot of the course here. Tell you what we'll do, we'll go for a break. The chances are as I make my way down to this 14 tee box, coverage will probably break up again. So we'll throw it back to you, Dara, if I take a break and we'll join.
Yeah, thanks, Queeve. Really getting the steps in there today. Yeah, as Queeve said, Aaliyah Irwin is really looking to copper fast in her lead there at the moment, but really interesting to see the round that Abercrombie Nisbet is putting together there today. She had birdies in the 2nd, the 6th, the 8th, the 12th, and she had a bogey on the 13th, but has followed that up with birdies on 15 and 16 again. So it's looking like she could be one of the big challengers now, and it's going to be a really interesting last couple of holes. We'll throw it a quick break and then we'll get back to Queeve.
Welcome back to our live coverage here of the North of Ireland Women's Amateur Open Championship. You've probably heard that big boom and drive there from Leah Irwin, just teeing off here on the 14th, the par 5 14th Fada, the name of this hole here. We were just joking off here. Aaliyah's dad is the man who's been sent to the top of the hill here to have a look and see is the going clear. There's a lot of these tee shots are blind tee shots, especially this one here on the 14th. It's up a big hill, over a big crest of a hill that you have to try and land it. And Aaliyah Irwin, she was sending them on the right job because she's well over that hill, perfect, just to the right hand side of the fairway, but in perfect position. On this par 5, Jade Potter up next as well, out with the driver. And something very similar, that's just up out to the right hand side, actually a very, very similar line to the way Aaliyah's went. Well over the hill, well clear. You were talking about me getting my steps in. Aaliyah's dad. If it's her dad, it's her caddy anyway. He's again. He must.
I think Queeve has just dropped out there now again. Yeah, so Leah Irwin is she's kind of pressed on in front there, but it's just a two-shot lead. Looks like a really exciting finish here. Abercrombie Nesbitt just 2 shots back on +1, and we've Jade Potter on +1 as well. She may look to put on all the pressure considering she's playing alongside Aaliyah in these closing holes. Molly O'Hara is still right in contention. Grade 3 under par round for her so far. She's playing 16th. And then we've Hannah Lee McNamara and Olivia Costello, who've competed so well in the championships this year. Olivia obviously winning the Flowgas Irish Girls Amateur Open Championship. As she looks forward to Slieve Russell next week. Yeah, so we'll throw it back to Queeve, and he can tell you more about his steps today.
Yeah, apologies again. Talking to myself probably there for a couple of seconds, but we're joining him back in the fairway. I just have to remind myself, keep it in between the trees here, and I might be able to keep some of this coverage. So hopefully when we get up to the top of this hill here on the 14th, we should be okay. Yeah, not only is Leah's caddy running up the hills, he's carrying the bag on his back now as well. This man is, if she wins this today, he's going to be worth his 10%. There's 2 fantastic drives here from Aaliyah and from Jade on this par 5 14th. Just as we get to the top of the hill, we'll be able to see where they have ended up. You can hear me start to get out of breath here as I go up the hill. Trying to keep the mic away from my face so I'm not breathing too heavily into it. Just getting up to the top of the hill here now. We'll see what these drives are. It's green, of course. More than likely, both these players will lay up now. Won't have huge distances in on this 14th. The green, the flag is 17 on 10 in.
Yeah, I think we might just throw it to a quick break there. And just before we head off, Ali Irwin 1 under par through 13 holes rather. And Abercrombie Nesbitt and Jade Potter are just in behind on 1 over par. So it's still all to play for here. We'll go back live with Queeve in a couple of minutes' time.
Esker Hills golfer Ella Cantwell said it was a culmination of a lot of hard work as she became the inaugural winner of the West of Ireland Women's Amateur Open Championship. The 17-year-old Offaly native equalled the course record with her opening round 65, and she closed out her third round with 8 birdies in a brilliant 67. Cantwell finished 8 shots clear of Hannah Lee McNamara of Royal Portrush and Aileen Walsh of Lough on 18 under par to make history in Castle Dargan. She now follows in the footsteps of Shane Lowry, who claimed the men's equivalent in County Sligo in 2008.
I was delighted with my first round, but I knew that I still had to go out and play as well as I could, and today I fought as hard as I could and I was absolutely delighted.
Cantwell began her weekend with a phenomenal 65, which included 5 birdies and 2 eagles. She followed that up with a solid second round of 72, and that gave her a 1-shot lead ahead of Walsh. Cantwell did not look phased during her final round, and she pushed on with 3 birdies around the turn to move to 15 under par. It was a sensational surge, with Hannah Lee McNamara mounting the biggest challenge with birdies on 8, 9 and 12. Lee McNamara had double bogeyed the 7th, but it was Cantwell who took a 4-shot advantage down the closing stretch. That lead became 7 when she reeled off 3 birdies in a row between 12 and 14. Cantwell also birdied the 17th, and despite an errant tee shot, she recomposed herself and made the bogey putt to seal an emphatic win.
Yeah, so we are back live here in Lough, Erne. It's a nice mild day here, and it's perfect conditions for golf as we come down the closing stretch in the North of Ireland Women's Amateur Open Championship. Ali Irwin really testing front nine for her. Difficult first hole. She kind of battled back to get a par on that, and then a couple of double bogeys. She had another bogey on the eighth, but she's really settled things since. And a really important birdie on the 12th for her, the par 4 12th, pushed her a couple of shots ahead of Jade Potter. And that's been the story of the back nine, where Aaliyah has just kept Jade at arm's length. We have Abercrombie Nesbitt, who has kind of put herself in the mix almost from nowhere. An amazing 500 par round so far today. She'll be finishing shortly. And then just back on 2 over par, we have the Irish trio of Molly O'Hara, Hannah Lee McNamara, and Olivia Costello. So there's no shortage of talent there. It's going to be a really interesting closing stretch here, and we'll throw it back to Queeve just to see how things are going out on course.
As you again, two big drives in this par 5 14th. They both of them had about 270, 280 into the green, so sensibly just laying up. Now Jade has laid up a little bit shorter, and it's going to be the trickier shot in. She's more central in the fairway, so she's just going to have to go over a little bit more to contend with here. But as we said, the flag on this 14th. Yeah, it's a decent shot, and just to the right hand side of the flag, it's going to leave herself about 15 feet for birdie. Decent shot, just laying it up. For Jade, it's going to be Aaliyah to go next. She's put herself to the left hand side of the fairway, so she's got the full corridor now. But that's the flag is just on the middle of that rise. It's just as it rises up to the back of the green, but so it's just to land it on the front. It's just to the left hand side now. It's actually surprisingly it's on the rise. I'm surprised it didn't kind of roll back down. So it's going to be a bit of a tricky put back down, sloping back down towards the hole. They're looking at it to try and see how did that not move slightly more back down towards the flat, but still a birdie chance. Both of them similar enough putts. Going to have about 15 feet probably for birdie. Both players here, Leah Irwin and Jade Potter. Both playing it sensibly, different kind of shots to play, and both were about 270, 280 yards in to the green and just laying up. Jade did leave herself a little bit longer, but Leah had about 105 yards to the centre of the green, 90 yards just to the front, and carried about 100 yards.
Queeve, I've just seen, I'm just following the leaderboard here. There's been a couple of big moves there in the last few holes. Abercrombie Nesbitt, we talked about how well she's played there today. 6 under now for her round, astonishingly. So she's up to level par. So she's just one shot behind Aaliyah Irwin and Hannah Lee McNamara as well. So she's birdied. She's had back-to-back birdies, and she's playing the 16th on level par as well. So with 2 players within one shot of Aaliyah, so it's really getting tied up at the top of the leaderboard.
Yeah, hotting up, and you'd imagine they'll have a quick look at the leaderboard, these 2 players, as they're coming in, Aaliyah especially, maybe just to see what she needs to do on the way in, because you imagine a couple more birdies could be needed if the rest of the field are playing like that in that later part of the back nine. As you said, Abercrombie Nesbitt there is tearing it up, 15, 16, 17, 3 birdies there, and Hannah Lee McNamara 2 birdies in 14 and 15, so this is far from over. The 2 birdie putts here coming on the 14th. Two similar lengths of putts, but 2 very different. Aaliyah is going to have to contend with coming back down the slope, whereas Jade is back up the hill slightly, so it'll be very, very different. And Aaliyah is just actually going to go first here. This is probably going to be a lot about pace as well as getting the line, so It's going to drop, as she looks at it, it's going to drop from left to right. And it's going to be a pretty big drop, you'd imagine. She's just setting herself here. As we said, she's turned a bit of a corner on this back nine. She's 1 under for her back nine. Birdie coming on the 11th. A chance at a birdie here on the 14th. She's just about to send it on its way. It's on its way. Just a little faint touch is all it needed to get down the hill. It's on it. That's just missing. She'll just mark that again, but again, it just looks like it'll be another routine par for Leah. But if she does have a quick look at the leaderboard, pars might not be enough. She has a 1-shot lead at the moment ahead of Abercrombie Nisbet and Hannah-Lee McNamara, but a couple more birdies could be needed. Now, yesterday, of course, she was bogey free yesterday, and her birdies came on the 14th and the 15th, and then on the second round, in the first round, birdies on 15, 16 and 17. So she likes the next few holes. If birdie can come there, she could stamp her authority on this championship. Jade Potter now with her putt, similar again in length to what Aaliyah had, but it's going to be less break in this back up the hill. Let's just have another quick look at it. Now, what she would love to make this one. Things haven't been going right for her on this back nine. If she could get this, it puts her back in the mix at level par. It's on the way, and it just again, it's just not dropping for her. That's just coming up short this time. Just not dropping for today, and just a little, almost a shrug of the shoulders to say, what can I do here? Things aren't going your way, they're not going your way. Aaliyah now, just to tidy up for her par. This run of par is going, yeah, nice and easy. Taps it in. We move on to the 15th. As we said there, Leah Irwin keeps her lead 1 under through 14. Just a 1-shot lead now ahead of Abercrombie Nisbet. She's level par through 17. Hannah-Lee McNamara level par through 15. Jade Potter, her playing partner, is 1 over. And Molly O'Hara and Olivia Costello then back, just another shot further back of Jade on 2 over par. So we're going to head to the 15th. The players just getting back, and again, we'll see. Will Aaliyah's dad make another run up the hill to see is it clear? You might not have to on this one. The 15th, the Walled Garden is our next hole. Par 3 this time. So he shouldn't have to make a run. He can relax for a bit. We're going to relax a bit for a second as well. We'll take a quick break before we join these players for their tee shots on the 15th.
Kate Dillon is the inaugural East of Ireland Women's Amateur Open champion after a thrilling final day at Woodbrook Golf Club. The Oughterard golfer made an incredible birdie on 18 to force a playoff with Olivia Costello, before a sensational approach to the second playoff hole secured another birdie, and with it, a famous victory in Wicklow. Speaking afterwards, the Arizona State starlet was delighted to get the win despite not playing her best.
Yeah, it feels great. I mean, I didn't really know there till the very last second, so it feels great to come away with the win after the day I had, so very happy.
Dillon led Costello by 1 going into the final round, but with bogeys on 2, 3 and 6, which were then compounded with a double bogey on 7, opened up a 4-stroke lead for Costello. Everything looked to be going the Roscommon golfer's way before an errant tee shot on the par 5 14th resulted in a triple bogey, bringing Dillon back into contention. Costello bounced back with a birdie on the very next hole, which appeared to steady the ship, but Dillon responded with a birdie of her own on 16, reducing the lead to 1 with 2 holes remaining.
Yeah, it was pretty brutal. I wasn't hitting it well. I was getting a bit frustrated at myself, and then I just kind of relaxed. Stayed very solid, stayed solid from there on in, and just kind of let golf happen, like whatever, you never know how it's going to end up in the end, so I just kept going, and before I knew it, I was within a chance.
A solid approach on the last gave the Sun Devil star an opportunity to make birdie and join Costello on 3 under par, which she grabbed with both hands, forcing the playoff.
Yeah, I knew I needed a birdie, and I didn't hit a great shot in. Left myself a lot of long putt, so I just was praying it went in, and I saw it go, honestly. Olivia had a similar putt from behind me, so I kind of got a read, but yeah, I was just telling the ball to get in there because it wasn't listening too much today.
The pair exchanged pars as they replayed the 18th, their first playoff hole, and so moved to the par 5 first, where a brilliant approach from Dylan proved to be the difference in what was a nervous but well-spirited playoff between two of Connacht's finest players.
I mean, we were joking, me and Olivia, because we know each other so well, we're such good friends. We were saying, how did we end up after all this with the exact same amount of shots? But I mean, yeah, you're still nervous walking down. I was pretty nervous even coming down the first again. I didn't hit a great tee shot, but I still kept in it, hit a good wedge in, and that kind of sealed the deal. So I was very happy with that, yeah.
Dylan has just returned home from college in the US, so a win on Irish soil was made all the more sweet as she was surrounded by friends and family.
Lots of the Dylans came over from Galway, so delighted, and my brother came. He lives in Dublin, so that's actually the first time I've seen him since coming home from America, so it was great to have him there.
Elsewhere, there was another Galway winner as Aoife Kelly claimed the best net prize. The Galway Bay golfer carded a final round 71 to end the championship on a net score of 3 under. Meanwhile, it was Ballinrobe's Shannon Burke who took home the mid-am prize with the final score of 2 under par. Next on the women's schedule is the North of Ireland Amateur Open Championship at the end of the month at Lough on the 28th and 29th of June.
Yeah, we're back live here at Lough for the North of Ireland Women's Amateur Open Championship, the final round. We're coming down the closing stretch here, down the back nine, and yeah, it's all to play for here at the moment. Aaliyah Irwin from Crossland Heath, 1 under, playing the par 3 15th, 114 yards. Another really exciting hole. It's we have par 3, par 5, par 4, par 3 finish, so it's there's a lot of variation there for the players, really testing, and it'll be interesting to see how they cope with the nerves down that 18th. Abercrombie Nesbitt, huge push from her today, 6 under for her round, and she's a level par, just 1 shot behind, alongside Hannah Lee McNamara, who's 3 under for her round and level par overall. Jade Potter, Aaliyah Irwin's playing partner, she is +1, so 2 shots off the lead. And then we have Molly O'Hara on +2 alongside Olivia Costello. So there's still kind of 5 or 6 players there who could win this championship. And we've had such a great year in our inaugural women's championships with Anna Avon winning the South, Ella Cantwell in the West in Castledargan, and then Kate Dillon in Woodbrook. It looks like we could have another new name on the winners list after today. Yeah, so we might throw it back out to Queeve, and yeah, it's exciting.
Yeah, exciting indeed, Dara. Here we're just on the 15th green here. Both players finding the green. The pin is in a tricky enough position today on this 15th. It's 20 on, 9 in from the left, so it's just tucked in on the left-hand side of the green. But both just finding the middle of the green, but on the lower tier. It's a bit of a Mackenzie green here, where a two-tiered kind of a green when they're down on that lower tier where the flag is. But both have long putts for birdies, as we said. Aaliyah making birdie here in the first round yesterday, and again an outside chance of making another one here, but it's Jade Potter to putt first, and it's going to be about a 20 foot putt for her birdie, just back up the hill, just settling herself into this one, sends it on its way. It's just turning back to the right. It's on a good line. It's on a great line. Again, just dropping short. You can see the frustration on her face. Just a half a turn more, and that ball was in the hole. And she was going to go back to level par, but it just came up short. She just knocks it in. Level par. She stays at 1 over. Aaliyah Irwin now. A similar length putt again, but she's more content with more downhill. Let's just break left to right on her here. Just a touch. So again, just to try and get herself to 2 under here. She's got a 1 shot lead at the moment over Abercrombie Nesbitt. And Hanley McNamara birdied this hole in the first round yesterday. She'd love another birdie here today. Send it on its way. It's on a lovely line as well. And it's just kissing the edge of the hole on the left-hand side. And it's just going to be a tap-in par. She actually birdied this hole in both of her rounds yesterday. She just tapped it in for her par, so she stays at 1 under, but this is getting really tight here as we get to the 16th. Abercrombie Nisbet is finished her round a 66, 6 under 66 here in the final round. She is at level par in the clubhouse. So the clubhouse target is set at level par. Hanley McNamara is level par through 15. Molly O'Hara 1 over through 17. And Jade Potter 1 over, just gone through 15. 3 holes left to go. Dara, I think we actually have a flyover of the 16th hole if you want to show anyone who's watching on what the 16th hole looks like.
Yeah, Queeve, we just had a look at the par 5 16th there. Yeah, what are your thoughts going down there? I'd say don't go right.
Don't go right, but definitely don't go left. There's a big bunker there on this left-hand side as well, so it's danger everywhere if I was playing it, but it's different when these players are playing it. Leah Irwin has set hers off, and she's staying well away from that big bunker. She's over on the right-hand side of the fairway, but a great drive from Aaliyah. Yeah, perfect. Over on that right-hand side, staying well away from that big bunker. On the left, Jade Potter is up next to hit. Again, it's one of those holes. It's kind of especially where the women are playing off today. It's just down low, just trying to get it up. Just have a bit of a vantage point, just standing above them here, but it's a beautiful view as you're coming back in towards the clubhouse here in Lough. Jade Potter out with the driver as well. She'll be looking for something similar. Anywhere over that right hand side will do nicely, and she has sent it right. It's just a little bit further right. It's just leaking out more towards the rough. She's actually fine. Yeah, that's fine over there. It's just gone into maybe the first cut.
So you can go right.
First cut.
Yeah, brilliant.
You can go right.
So
maybe not as right as maybe I would, but yeah, you can. Yeah.
Having watched these players over the last few holes, I suppose you've probably got a good gauge for what do you expect from the last 3 here. It's a tough closing stretch here in Lough Erne. What are your thoughts? Will Aaliyah be able to hold on?
Yeah, look, Aaliyah, she'd love a birdie. Neither of these players are particularly giving themselves birdie chances. They're playing to the middle of the green, long putts that really your outside chance of making your birdies. Now, par 5 here, Aaliyah birdied this in the first round yesterday. The birdie here would put her in a fantastic position going to 17 and 18. If she could be 2 shots clear, going to 17 and 18, who knows? She might keep it steady. Now, the comeback she's had since the front 9, it's been fantastic. So to get herself to 1 under, to hold that 1-shot lead at the moment is great. Jade Potter just puts again, aren't dropping for her at the moment. She needs to get something going here too. Yeah. But again, if she can get something here, turn it back around, who knows? But I mean, you've seen Abercrombie Nisbet in there, 66. So there's a score out there. But look, they're running out of holes. The rest of the field as well are running out of holes to try and catch Aaliyah Irwin. But Aaliyah Irwin would love a birdie here, coming home on one of these at least, to just give herself a little bit of breathing room. I don't know whether they've had a look at the leaderboard yet. Maybe they're not. Maybe they're just trying to keep it going, keep the head down and keep moving. But we could be on for a very interesting finish. We have a couple of other players out there, as you said as well. Erne McNamara is level par 2. Molly O'Hara's 1 over. She's got just 1 left to play though. And Jade Potter as well, who's 1 over. So none of these are out of it yet. We could be in for an interesting rest of our afternoon here, Dara.
Yeah, Jade will obviously have to attack these closing holes, but do you think is it possible for Aaliyah to play safe golf coming in and just keep it between the ditches, as you said yourself, and just try and make the pars?
When you're looking at it, right, okay, she's got a 1-shot lead, but our par is going to be enough if Erne McNamara makes a move, if somebody others make a move, if Jade here makes a move. Pars won't be enough. She's probably got to think maybe she has to attack this too. We're just coming up to their balls here. They're almost level here in the, as I said, Jade just in the rough on the right hand side, but not too bad of a position. They're going to be laying up here anyway. They're doubtful they're going to go for the green here. On this 16th flag is 14 on, 11 in from the right, so you're contending with the out of bounds, the water on the right hand side to try and get up and over it. Bunker as long as you would have seen in the flyover, so you just want to go left hand side, give yourself a decent position to just chip it in, just as we come up to it here. About 250 yards to the middle of the green here is what Aaliyah has. She's just about to go first, so she's just out with an iron just to play for position, just over on that left hand side, just to give herself a clear runway at the flag. Just having a quick look. Yeah, sending it out. Just drawn a little bit on her. Okay, it's drawn a bit to the left. Now she's given herself, she would have liked it left, but not that far left. I think she's got a little bit of a longer distance then to just go into this flag, but she shouldn't worry about too much. Jade as well, just going to lay up. She's in that rough. It's just sitting down a little bit on her actually in the rough. But again, anywhere over that left hand side, just to give yourself a decent chance of getting into the flag. Keep yourself away from the danger on the right hand side. You should be okay. Just having another quick look at it, just to aim it out over to left. There's a group in front just still on the green. Yeah, sends it out left. Yeah, perfect, that's fine. Something similar actually out where Aaliyah's is as well. So again, just playing for position. Try and get up, try and get the birdie is the main job for both of these players, really, yes. Jade definitely needs it to get herself back to level par, but Aaliyah will just give her a little bit more breathing room if she could get one here, get herself to 2 under. Just keep that chasing pack at bay for another little bit of time. The group in front is just clearing the green. I think that's Olivia Costello in front with Jessica Ross just there in front. Jessica Ross not having the best of days today. She's 3 over for her round, 5 under for the 5 over for the championship. Looking at everyone else, Olivia Costello, she's level par today, 3 over for the championship. But just looking at that kind of top 5 really, it's Aaliyah Irwin 1 under at the moment through 15. Abercrombie Nisbet is in the clubhouse. She's the clubhouse leader at level par, 6 under round today, 66, unbelievable. To see her at level par. Erne McNamara is level par through 15. No, that's his level par through 15. She's definitely further on as well, so we'll have to see what score that is when she updates that. Molly O'Hara 1 over through 17. And Jade Potter, as we said here, playing alongside Aaliyah Irwin on 1 over. We're just going to make our way down 2 of their shots. They all just played for position here on this hole. We're moving at a good pace today. Of course, they're all out in 2 balls today. It was 24, as we said earlier on. 24 made the cut into this final round. We're following the leading pair. The old enemy, England versus Scotland, here in Lough, Erne. The Faldo course, fantastic Faldo course here. In Lough, Erne, 2 fantastic courses out here. And it's almost like Hogwarts as you're walking back in on this 16th, the towers where all the guest rooms are here at the resort, the Lough Erne Resort. Yeah, both players actually just finding the rough here on the left-hand side, so trying to control this ball coming out of the rough might be tricky. They're both just going to be reasonably short chips. I say chips, but Looking at about 110, 120 yards between both shots here. It's going to be Jade just to go first. You see that flag just from the left-hand side of the green, in the middle of the green. Sends it on its way, and it's caught in the rough. It's going to just, the club, you could see the club getting caught in that rough. And just to the right, and just short, and it's okay, but it's, again, when you're chasing birdies here, it's not what you want. So Jade's just gonna have to try and get up and down for her par. Aaliyah's looks a little bit better in terms of the lie. She's in the rough, but you can see the ball just sitting up slightly. Again, it's just to try and get it up. As we said, the flag, 11 in from the right, 14 on from the front. You probably want to leave it short of the flag if you can to have an uphill putt. There's Aaliyah to go next. Let's just have one more look. Yeah, well, that's gone, looking like it's going a little bit right. It's coming back in, actually. It's coming back in. Oh, that's beautiful. What a shot, and what a time to do it. What a shot from Aaliyah. That ball just turned out to the right, drew back in, and she's left herself a fantastic birdie chance. Aaliyah could go 2 under here on the 16th. She has played that absolutely beautifully. Just playing it off the breeze, playing it out to the right, drawing it back in towards the hole. And she has a fantastic chance at a birdie to go to 2 under. Darragh, we might take a quick break. If enough of me talking for a minute, we'll take a quick break and then we'll get up to these putts and see can Leah Irwin take a 2-shot lead here at the inaugural North of Ireland Women's Amateur Open Championship.
French teenager Louise Landgraf made it back-to-back wins in the Lough Irish Women's Amateur Open Championship as she came from behind in Newlands. The 17-year-old French star trailed Jessica Ross of Clondaboy Golf Club by 3 shots early in the round, but battled back to seal the title again. Landgraf, who is number 50 in the World Amateur Golf Rankings, carded a final round 72 of 1 under to end the tournament on 3 under par, 1 stroke clear of Ross after a dramatic 2-shot swing on the 18th hole. Speaking afterwards, Landgraf shared her delight at winning consecutive titles and appeared proud of overcoming the challenging conditions in Dublin this week.
Feels amazing. I'm still letting it all sink in, but I'm really happy with how I played and how I managed to my game this further, and just to keep myself in contention. The last 2 days was really nice.
The 2025 champion didn't have everything go her way, as a bogey on the 3rd threatened to derail her chances, but a credit to her champion's mentality as she was able to regroup before carving out her route to victory.
At one point I completely lost it. I just told myself I needed to focus on how I was playing, and at the end of the day, if I hadn't won, or if something bad turned out, I just wanted to be able to burn up this round and tell myself I did my best.
Reigning Lough Irish Girls Amateur Open champion Olivia Costello of Roscommon made her move early, and she got to 1 under to put herself back into contention. However, up front, the leading trio were still the ones to catch, especially Ross, who began with 3 pars before a superb birdie on the par 3 4th, which she followed with another birdie on the 5th. The rain began to fall, and when the conditions cleared, Elle Buttress of Beaconsfield suffered back-to-back bogeys to drop back to level par alongside Costello, which took the English golfer out of contention. This year's Portuguese amateur winner Landgraf looked like the biggest danger. She had a steady front 9, bouncing back from that bogey on the 3rd with birdies on 5 and 8. Back-to-back bogeys for Ross on 10 and 11 left things all square at the top at 3 under par. A poor pitch shot on 14 from last year's champion opened the door for Ross as she retained her 1-shot lead, which then became 2 on the very next hole. Landgraf's chances looked to have faded, but a stunning approach on the par 5 17th resulted in a crucial birdie. On 18, Landgraf split the fairway off the tee, while Ross found herself caught up in the trees for the 2nd hole in a row. Landgraf stepped up with a fairway wood in hand and slung a beautiful draw onto the green, setting up another eagle chance and immediately turning momentum back in her favour. Landgraf rolled her eagle putt up to the hole and tapped.
Yeah, apologies, just going to have to cut that one a little bit short. Leah Irwin is just about to putt. Jade is in, but in for a bogey. She chipped up, left it about 6 foot past the hole and missed that birdie, but come back. Jade is back to 2. Aaliyah has this to go to 2 under and take a 2-shot lead here on the 16th. Sends it on its way. Oh, it's missed it. Missed it on the left-hand side of the fantastic chance to go to 2 under. It was just a short 5-foot putt. She had an unbelievable third shot in from the rough. And it's just gone by. This still goes on. That was a fantastic chance. I thought that was it. Going to be, she could go to 2 under, take a 2-shot lead heading down the last 2 holes, but not to be. As it stands, Leah Irwin is 1 under through 16. She still has a smile on her face, which is good to see. She's 2 holes left to go to try and see can she clinch this championship. 1 under through 16. Abercrombie Nisbet, as we said earlier on, is in the clubhouse on level par. 6 under round of 66 today has her as the clubhouse leader on level par. At the moment, Hanley McNamara level par as well. Molly O'Hara is finished her round, fantastic 68, has her at 1 over par. And Jade Potter, of course, we said, is 2 over through 16. So we're coming into the closing stretches here. We're going to go down 17, which is another beautiful hole as we head back in here towards the clubhouse. I think we have another flyover for you of the 17th as well, Dara, if you want to just stick it out.
We just had a look at the 17th there, par 4. I'd say it's playing just over 260 yards today. Danger down the right again, it looks like, and big bunkers down the left. So a real tester for Aaliyah Irwin just to kind of keep it on the fairway and maintain her lead going into the last hole, the par 3. Water all around the green here as well on the difficult 17th. So this one's going to be another real test for her, I think. What do you think, Queen?
Yeah, I'll tell you how much of a test is she's out with the iron, just to try and play it safe, get it in that middle of that fairway. As you said, massive bunkers on the left-hand side, water all to the right. So just try and play this safe into the middle of the green. It's not an overly long hole. She has sent that one down. Yeah, she's straight down, pick up the tee. She's happy with that, just down the middle of the fairway. No problem at all. As well. It is nice and easy down the middle of that fairway, as I said. Jade Potter just to hit next. Our championship just faltering here today. The last couple of holes, again, putts just wouldn't drop for her. And a bogey on the 16th maybe has seen her chance slip away. But again, just nice, easy down the fairway. Yeah, just up the left-hand side of the fairway. Both of them in similar positions. Aaliyah and Jade up the left-hand side of the fairway, nice and easy. But again, there's nothing easy about this second shot. Just the water coming in from the right-hand side. Another bunker in on the left. So not an easy hole. But as we stand, it is, of course, Leah Irwin was a 1-shot lead through 16. 1 under through 16. Abercrombie Nisbet, level par. Hanley McNamara, level par. 1 shot in front, 2 shots in front of Molly O'Hara, who was in the clubhouse as well, on 1 over. So it is Abercrombie Nisbet who is the clubhouse leader at level par. Her Scottish teammate, Jade Potter, out here with the current leader, Aaliyah Irwin. When we saw was on that front 9, maybe you would have thought Aaliyah's chance had gone. She was 6 under starting this round today. And just calamity the first few holes. Double bogeys coming on the 2nd and the 3rd. And then another couple of bogeys coming on the 6th and the 8th. So her lead disappeared completely. On the back nine, something seemed to stir. On the 10th, she parred it. 11th, she had a birdie. It was a little fist pump when that birdie went in. Just kind of switched the mentality a little bit, and she's kept it going since then. She's been level par for the rest of the round. 17th hole, it is tough. Of course, she birdied it in the first round yesterday, parred it in the second round. Par, she would probably take, and then maybe go on to that short par 3 on the 18th. Maybe another birdie, another par might do it. Again, I haven't seen anyone having a sneaky look at the leaderboard just yet. Maybe she does know, maybe she doesn't know what she has. I'm assuming she will have a look at it fairly shortly just to see what's going on. But as we have it here, Jade Potter, they're just waiting for the green to clear here. Olivia Costello and the group just in front. Olivia Costello and Jessica Ross just in that group in front, just clearing the green now. Jade Potter is the first to go. Just as the wind starts to pick up as well, actually. It's going to make the decision a bit harder. She's got about 130 yards to the middle of the green. That wind is just picking up. It's probably about a club of wind, so playing probably about 140 maybe into that wind. But you want to stay, if you can, left of the green, because it is danger everywhere, right and short. As you said, the flag, 11 in from the right, 19 on from the front. If you're short, you're in danger, and that wind is just picking up a few spits of rain coming with it as well. It's blowing into our faces here, blowing in just kind of right to left. Making it even trickier here. And Jade, yeah, she's kind of hit that one a little bit heavy. Maybe the wind coming into effect a little bit too, but she's left that short of the green. She'll have to just chip up. I think she kind of knows her race is run at this stage. Kind of throwing the eyes up.
Just to jump in there, the scoring has been updated there for Erne McNamara. So she's playing the last hole now on +1. So herself and Molly O'Hara, who has signed for a 400 par round of 68, she's on +1 as well. So it's Abercrombie Nisbet in the clubhouse on level par, and obviously Aaliyah Irwin playing 17 there on 1 under. That's how things stand.
Okay, now this shot is going to be big. Aaliyah has gone, her ball trickled down a good bit further, so it's a little bit easier. But again, the wind is just picking up a little bit. She's got about 115 yards to the middle, but again, that wind picking up. Maybe it's an extra club. You want to be extra club if you can, because you don't want to be short. We played about 125 into this green. She's just watching it just to make sure. Oh, again, that's beautiful. That is beautiful. She's given herself a good chance of making a birdie. If not, it's going to be a par. Certainly, I'm gonna go out on a limb here. She's left herself a decent enough spot, probably. Again, just 30 foot putt maybe. Just to try and get her birdie. It could be even close. As I walk up closer to it, it is closer to the hole. So she's got herself a decent chance of making another birdie just to open up that gap a little bit more. But a par, as you said there, a par could be enough as we go down the last hole. We'll see what might happen, because this 18th hole has been playing seemingly a bit harder over the last couple of days. Aaliyah just parred it the last 2 days. Again, a par might just be enough. We might take a little bit of a break there, just 30 seconds or so, just have a quick little break as we make our way down to these next shots here on the 17th as we come to the closing part of the North of Ireland Women's Amateur Open Championship here at Lough, Erne. You're very welcome back to these closing stages of the inaugural North of Ireland Women's Amateur Open Championship here at Lough, Erne. Leah Irwin has a fantastic chance of making a birdie here on the 17th. The ball, I was really, I wouldn't make it as a carpenter because I was telling her it was about 25, 30 feet. As I got closer to it, it's about 15 feet. I'd be charging you for a lot more than you needed. She has a putt here. It's going to break left to right. She has it about three balls out to the left-hand side. Just going to trickle back up the hill a little bit as well. She sends it on its way. And it hasn't turned at all. That stayed pretty much dead straight. She gave it what I would have thought, as well as I'm standing behind it, would have had to drop left to right, but it stayed pretty much dead straight. But she would just have a tap in for her par that would keep her at 1 under and keep her 1 shot in front of Abercrombie Nisbet, who was on level par. Molly O'Hara is in the clubhouse, well, 1 over, and Hanley McNamara at 1 over as well. So we were debating whether pars would be enough. The par would be enough on the 18th if she can get another one. Jade Potter is just going to try and close out for a par here. She had to chip up for her 4th shot. That's just missed it right. It throws her eyes up to heaven. It's not been Jade's day today. It's going to be another bogey here for Jade Potter. She's going to go to 3 over through 17. She was posing a big challenge on that front 9. She was in the lead at one point. She was in the lead on 2 under at one point, and bogeys and putts just would not drop, and our championship has faltered here. But she'll be back not too far from here in Slieve Russell in a couple of weeks' time for the European Team Championships. Aaliyah now just to tidy up for another par, and it drops. Keeps herself in front. 1 under Aaliyah Irwin heading to the 18th. She's got a 1-shot lead over Abercrombie Nisbet, who was in the clubhouse on level par. We're going to take one of our last ad breaks as we head to the 18th, the par 3 18th. Dara, we might take an ad break and then you might bring us back and show us what's going on this 18th hole.
So we have the players heading to the 18th tee box here in Lough Erne. It's a stunning par 3 finish here. We're kind of hitting back into the resort, and just one last kind of committed tee shot needed here for Leah Irwin if she wants to become the first winner of the North of Ireland North of Ireland Women's Amateur Open Championship. It's about 152 yards today. The wind is slightly into, but it's died down a bit as the players approach the tee box. And it's just all about precision and commitment, I suppose, here. And a big tee shot for Aaliyah now to see if she can become the first winner of the Women's North.
Welcome back here. The final hole here at the inaugural North of Ireland Women's Amateur Open Championship. Aaliyah Irwin has a 1-shot lead as she goes up onto the tee box. They're just waiting for the group in front to clear. before they hit off. This looks like a different player walking onto this 18th than it was when she walked onto the first today. She looked very nervous, knocking down her drive on that first hole. And then things started to unravel. Two double bogeys coming on the second and the third. Bogeys then as well. Two bogeys as well on the front nine. On the 6th and the 8th. Looked like her championship might have completely faltered, but a birdie coming on the 11th, and she's parred the rest of the way in. Seems to be enough so far. She's got a one-shot lead over Abercrombie Nisbet, who is in the clubhouse. Everyone else is in the clubhouse. Molly O'Hara 1 over, Hanley McNamara 1 over. So she's only one more hurdle left to jump, and that's this Cygnet's Nest, another beautiful hole here at the Faldo course here in Lough Resort. And the players just waiting for the green to clear as Olivia Costello just finishes up in the group in front. Leah, she just kept it steady, that back nine, as we said a little bit earlier on. On the 11th, she made a birdie, and there was a little fist pump. A little bit of energy came back into her game because things were going wrong in that front nine, but she's turned it around big time. And she's looking a little bit more casual here now. She's just taking a little bit of a rest, leaning on the club, just having a chat with her caddy, just deciding what they're going to do here. The flag is 24 on, 17 in from the right. So it just looks, from where I'm standing, it's just look up at the top of the rise. It's kind of rises up the hill at the front of this green, up into the right-hand side. There's not a massive amount of danger where the flag is. Obviously, like a lot of the holes here, there's water, but for these players, water shouldn't really be much of a problem, you'd imagine. It's just... We were debating with her. Leah had a look at the score, at the leaderboard. Maybe she knows a par is going to be enough. She's out here with the Erne just to try and hit this onto the middle of the green. You'd imagine 153 yards, as you said, Dara. Wind dying down. She's sent that on its way. It's drawn back in towards the flag. She has attacked this. That is beautiful. She could have been excused for just leaving that into the middle of the green, cozying up a putt. She's gone for that. She's just up past the flag. An absolutely brilliant shot. She's been battling this whole back nine, and she hasn't stopped here in the 18th. A brilliant shot. Jade Potter is up next. If we said Jade, when we said about Leah's story, it was a tough front nine and a much better back nine. It's been the other way around for Jade Potter really today. She battled to 2 under through the front nine. She had 2 birdies on the 5th and the 6th, and it was looking like she was going to put herself right back in contention. But bogeys came on the 8th and the 9th, and then another couple of bogeys on the 12th, and just on the previous hole on the 16th, and then again on the 17th. Looks like her championship has run. But as I said, she will be back in a couple of weeks' time here in Slieve Russell, not too far up the road from here, for the European Amateur Team Championships, representing Scotland, of course. We're going to make our way down towards the green. Jade Potter has hit hers, and it's just the left-hand side of the green. It's on the green. It's the left-hand side, just on the short part of the green. But we're going to take a quick walk down. We're going to take maybe another quick 30-second break, Dara, and we'll join them on the green to see how this one finishes up. See, will Leah Irwin become the inaugural North of Ireland Women's Amateur Open Champion?
Thanks, Queeve. Just a quick update for everyone on the scoring as we go down the last there. It looks like Leah Irwin is in a great position here now to secure what would be a famous win, the first North of Ireland Women's Amateur Open Champion, and it looks like she could do it in style as well with a birdie on the par 3 18th. Abercrombie Nesbitt won the stars of the day, 6 under 66. She's clubhouse leader at the moment. Looks like might be just too little, too late for her. She's 1 shot back of Leah on level par. Molly O'Hara, great week for her, 4 under par today as well, and 68. So she finished on +1 alongside Hannah Lee McNamara, who produced another fine display this week. She's had a great year so far, and she'll be looking forward to the weeks to come. Jade Potter, difficult back nine for her. She really pushed Leah all the way there in the front nine, but things just didn't go her way, and a few putts didn't drop, as can happen in these big championships. Ellen O'Shaughnessy and Jess Ross then on +3, and as you go further down the field, you see Olivia Costello on +4, Roisin Scanlon +9, and then Shannon Burke plus 13. It's been a great day out there today. A great weekend. Lough, fabulous venue for this event, and I think we might jump it back in with Queeve as he gives us the closing stages here on a wonderful North of Ireland Women's Amateur Open Championship.
Yeah, thanks indeed, Dara. We're just up at the green here at the 18th. It is Jade who will put first. A long putt from the right hand side of this green. I think we've just seen Jade has been unlucky with a lot of her putts today, really. She's burnt the edges of a lot of the putts. Burnt the edges of a lot of holes, I should say, today. And she's just kind of wanting to get into the clubhouse, I think, at this point. Leah Irwin will have 2 putts to win the North of Ireland Women's Amateur Open Championship. She could have been excused for just playing safe on this hole, but she went for it, and she's just gone past the flag. She's actually in a very, very good position. She's got about 12 feet for the birdie to seal a 2-shot win, but she doesn't need it. She could cozy it up to the hole, leave it dead, and tap it in for a minute. She just take another quick second over it. Send it on its way. It's on its way. She has definitely cozied it. She's left that about a foot short. She wasn't going to race that one past, I'd say. She knew that she has 2 shots to win this championship, and she's going to take them. Jade Potter next to go, just to finish off her round. She's got a par putt here from about 8 or 9 feet for a par putt. Just to finish our championship, not the weekend she would have wanted, not the Monday afternoon she would have wanted, but she'd be, just slid now past. It's going to be a bogey, but she won't worry about it too much, I think. That's Jade Potter's championship over, but this is it. Leah Irwin to win the North of Ireland Championship. She takes one last quick look at it before she stands up. A short little putt is all it is. And it's there. Leah Irwin is the North of Ireland Women's Amateur Open Champion here at Lough Erne. She battled back from a very, very testing front 9 where it looked like her championship may have faltered, but she's come back in the back 9. 1 birdie was what it took, pars the rest of the way, and it was enough. Leah Irwin, the inaugural North of Ireland Women's Amateur Open Champion, a title no one will ever take away from her. She'll be the first name to be etched on that trophy, and a brilliant performance on that back 9 to keep herself solid, to keep herself in touch, and not let it get away from her. We said that moment on the 11th where she walked off the green, she putted it in for birdie, gave a little fist pump, and it just settled herself back right, because a lot of people, it could have just crumbled, but she didn't. She kept it going. Big smile on her face. I'm not sure whether she even knows she's won this championship, to be honest. She's kind of walking back in, maybe a couple of people telling her now. But it's been a fantastic performance in that back 9 in particular. Leah Irwin, 2026 North of Ireland Women's Amateur Open Champion. We're going to have a chat with Leah in just a couple of minutes' time. She's getting congratulated by people here. I'm not sure whether she still knows. She knows now, but I don't know whether she knew at the time. But an unbelievable performance in that back 9. Big smiles here now.
Yeah, great to see that reaction, isn't it? It's great to see the raw reaction when someone has won like that, and they're not even sure on the 18th.
Yeah, because there's a couple of people chatting to her here. They're just trying to make sure she's. Well, look, we wait till everything is confirmed. Obviously, she has to bring in and sign the scorecard, make sure everything is right. But as we have it, she's the North of Ireland Women's Amateur Open Champion, and well deserved considering that back 9, the mettle she showed on that back 9 to keep it going and to not falter. Look, it's been a fantastic championship. This is the final of our 4 new regional championships that were brought in this year. 4 fantastic winners, and when you look at the 4 winners that have won, 4 very young winners too, it's showing the game is in a really strong place. We had Anna Abom at the start of the year, with Kate Dillon, and we had Ella Cantwell, yes. Sorry, Ella.
4 very good young winners and 4 great championships. And I think when they dreamt up this idea at the start of the year, they couldn't have dreamt it up any better, really. And this kind of caps it all off with the way Aaliyah really battled back today after a really tough front line.
Because as we said, I mean, she could have easily just crumbled and given up when you'd go from 6 shots clear, teeing off in the morning to seeing your lead. She was behind. Through 6 holes, she had kind of shot behind, but she kept it together. That birdie in 11, as we said it a few times now, that really kept her in it. So. But look, she's going to go in, make sure everything is right. Get that score. As I'm just standing beside Sir Nick himself here, the statue that's outside, just as you're walking back down to the first tee here at Lough, a fantastic venue to have this championship, a fantastic championship that it has been, and a brilliant winner as well in Aaliyah Irwin. We might leave it there, Dara. It's been a pleasure. We'll be back maybe with more of this next year. We'll see how everything goes. But you might sign us off.
Yeah, thanks, Queen. Thanks for all your effort out there, all the steps you got in, and all the hills. You sound like a good out there today. But yeah, great to have a new winner for the North of Ireland Women's Amateur Open Championship at the wonderful Lough Erne on the Nick Faldo course. And we'll leave